Well. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Impractical playthrough, continuing on from last time. This is the part right here. This is the pivotal part. So, it's here. Water temple. I have been waiting for this dungeon. I knew going in, it's like, it's gonna be very fun. So if still looking on this screen, as you see, like it shows it's all red, but really it's all due to not having blue tunic, which I'm just gonna have to just fight through and should be fine. Now the only issue that's gonna come into play is I do not have the long shot yet. Now either I pick up the long shot in this dungeon or I find it elsewhere. So I don't know, we're gonna see. So let's not waste any time. I was actually having some issues with this controller. This controller, I feel it. You know, I've been talking about it this entire playthrough. It's caused me nothing but trouble. And I literally thought a second ago I was going to switch it out. I thought it broke because I could not turn. But it was kind of weird. The second I said I think I'm going to switch controllers, it automatically worked. It's like it knows. It's like, no, I have to keep going. And you may also notice my voice sounds way more coarse than usual. It sounds very deep, and it doesn't sound like you probably usually hear me. And that's due to that I over this past weekend when I'm recording this, I've got a cold. It's jacked up my throat. It's jacked up my voice. I've been trying to record this for a bit and I couldn't. Like I tried the other day and I could barely speak. This is about as well as it goes. And believe me, if I'm speaking a little lower, but if I actually spoke a little higher, and I'll probably showcase it in a second. But if I try speaking my regular voice, I sound like this. I'm not even like playing any kind of like dumb little voice on. That's just how my voice is sounding right now. Wait, do I actually need nah. And it doesn't help that I'm recording this like while not under the the brightest brightest of spirits, because I'm very forgetful. So this dungeon can go one of many ways, and we'll see soon how it goes. And even I was surprised a second ago how my voice sounded with that talking in like my regular key. That sounded really funny. Like I really can't talk in my regular voice like this. This is how I usually sound. Like when I'm doing the recordings, I'm usually talking on a higher register, and it's not this is my regular voice, but I have to lower it because if I don't, my voice cracks, and even right now it's a little hard to speak. But I am gonna soldier on because if you're watching this in the future, it probably doesn't matter. You probably just went to the next part. But if you're watching this live as I'm uploading these, there's been a considerable break in time since the last episode. It's really, where to even begin? First, it was like not even excluding my voice and everything else. I had a thumb injury that made it so I couldn't play games, and then it came into me getting this cold out of nowhere. So now I can't really talk, but it's like, nah, it sucks, but I want to get this part out. I don't want to lag it on this series. Now I'm hoping I don't I'm hoping I don't get lost in this dungeon. And the water temple wasn't the, oh god, my voice is cracking. What water temple wasn't the dungeon that gave me, well actually no, it gave me trouble. But it's not the worst dungeon of all time, as some people say. Like this dungeon has a lot of history over. If you've ever played this game, or you've talked to somebody who's played it, or you've gone on the internet, this dungeon is always just regarded as one of the all-time worst, because it's very confusing. And really, it all comes down to is that there's a key that you can just easily miss, and I believe it's the key in this room on the second floor. A lot of people missed that one, and there's a few other ones. But since I was on that topic of first playthrough, I still remember very vividly my first playthrough of this game. I've mentioned it before, but my first playthrough, it took me a bit to get through this game. And I remember Water Temple in particular was one that I was on for a long time. It would be one where it's like, okay, I'm gonna leave for a bit, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna play a little bit more, and I'm gonna do my homework, get back on it, and keep making progress. It was pretty much that kind of strategy of, all right, play a little bit, stop, play a little bit, stop, and get back on it. And it took me, I don't know the accurate time, but I'd say maybe a week and a half to beat it. And what a hard week and a half it was. Like that room in particular I was talking about, the room where okay, what was it I needed to do again? Was it yeah, it was. No, I don't need the sculptures, but why not? It never hurts. I probably said something in the earlier part like, oh, I'm not gonna collect anymore. Well, too late for that. But I don't know. This dungeon, yes, it did give me trouble playing it this first time. It was hard for me. I got stuck. But I really loved it. I was kind of weird is that I actually really loved water levels playing them as a kid in games. Like I know a lot of people really hate water levels because they're always like the worst ones, but to me the water level always had the best music. Like yeah, it was challenging, but the music always was like, you know what, this sucks, but the music's good enough that I can like get through this. That's like thinking of it now, like talking about Donkey Kong 64, Gloomy Galleon, a really tough level, but great music, makes me want to keep playing through it. What's another one? I know a lot of people don't like Wet Dry Land from Super Mario 64. It's like, hey, it's got the great theme. Got the Jolly Roger Die Doc's music playing. It's like, hey, I'll gladly play Wet Dry Land. You got that music playing in there. Now, it's not to say I didn't hate water levels. There are some levels, especially in some older NES games, where it's like, oh god, the water level or like the sewer level Like the water level in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is relentless. Like if you've ever seen that Angry Video Game Nerd review, he talks about it. Like that level is really hard. Like they have you dodging all this garbage, and it's like there's no way I'm gonna get this. Well, yeah, I was supposed to. Have to get that thing. Keys. And it's probably gonna date the date the video. It won't date it, but it'll give you a timeline of how soon I recorded this from when it's uploaded. But I mentioned maybe early on this playthrough in my other Ocarina time, but this game, there is always something new to be discovered with it, and literally like 2 or 3 days ago, a brand new glitch was discovered in this game that makes it possible to skip Kikiri Forest without ever needing the sword or any items, which is pretty insane, to be honest. And it's like, man, at this point, this game could almost be beat with no items. Like, it's getting to that point. Some point in time, someone's gonna beat this game with no items. There's already videos of people beating the game with like 1 or 2 pauses, or beating the game with low items and no pauses. And like this game is always just gonna be like, just when you think like you've learned everything, something new is discovered, which it's just crazy. And the thing that makes it so good about it is that it's like, that means like Ocarina of Time is a broken game, but it's like it's broken in a way that like no ordinary player will ever do. Like my friend has played hours and hours of Ocarina of Time, but you know what, he'll never like accidentally pull off a wrong warp. He'll never accidentally super slide. It's all of these like little tricks that like you wouldn't like ever find out just playing it regularly. You're like, oh, this breaks the game. It's like this game is so well made that it's like you have to really go out of the way to break it. Like the game doesn't break you, you break the game. That makes any sense, but it's just like it's one thing I always found cool. It's like, man, like this game's so broken, but like no regular player ever discover it. Some of this stuff. It's not like a Donkey Kong 64 where the game's just straight up broken from the beginning. Like even I could like I've had some times where the game's just like done some weird glitches and it's like I had nothing to do with it. But that's a whole other story. Whole other game, whole other story. Good game, mind you. Yeah, yes, I'm saying that. I feel like I said that recently. I don't know where I said. I don't know if it was Ocarina of Time or what, but DK64 is a good game. It gets the bad rap. I will stand by DK64 as a good game. It won't be like a Sonic 06 where I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know, Sonic 06 is a pretty good game. Nah, that game's still not good. And my voice didn't help me saying that. It really didn't help. My voice cracked there. It just made me sound really stupid. Yeah, you know. Maybe this was a bad time for me to record a video. It's like, hey, you see John's new video? You see his voice cracking throughout it? I sound like like an indecisive guy who just cannot like decide what he wants. So what do you want from Wendy's? Can I get some? I'll have the nuggets, please. I don't know what I want. Just like, don't worry when. Oh God, I gotta hurry. I'm about to die. But do not worry. Once by the time the next video is out in this series, my voice and my colds hopefully be over with. So you will not have to worry about me sounding so deep and having the cracks in my talk in my regular voice. Okay, I'm still scared because, like I said, I do not have the long shot. I need the long shot. It's going to be needed to beat this dungeon, and I would hate to have to leave and like come back later on to finish it. Well, so I need to refresh myself on something. Yeah, I don't even have the boss key either. I was just thinking of that. I don't have the boss key to this dungeon, so depending on how things go, I may have to head to Shadow, because at least I have the boss key there. Maybe head to Spirit. And like I said, there's still some items on the map I have not gotten yet, so who knows? Oh no, we'll see. We will see. Oh, I can close that. Yep. I may have to do Gerudo training. I might do the fortress, which would kind of suck to do at this point, but I do not know where that key is. I do not want to do the thing of looking it up. Unless I truly do not know and I just want to speed things up, but I don't know. So now I'm going to go back for that key that people forget. And I'm going to get this now just so I don't forget it myself, so I'm not like 20 years into the dungeon and I'm like, wait a second. Where's that key at? But hey, who knows? It might not be a key. Might be the long shot. Might be something good. Dang, like give me some bomb bags finally. Like it would be ridiculous if I got through this whole game and not once got the bomb bags. And I just meant like got into this whole game with the bomb shoes. It's like at this point, it's like, do I even need the bomb packs anymore? Every dungeon that like I needed it for is like complete, and I've proven that the bomb shoes do a serviceable job. But it's just ridiculous. It's taking me so long to get the bomb bag. Like, give it to me, game. Like, I'm waiting. Like, it would be funny if I never got it once in the seed. And I look back later on, and it's like, oh, you know, it's right here. It's that item that I said I wasn't going to go for, that chest I felt was insignificant. It's like, hey, well, they had the bomb bag. But I think because I have bomb shoes, it doesn't really matter. If I didn't have bomb shoes, it would suck, because then I'd be screwed. Especially like with the randomizer seed where like bomb shoes aren't in logic, because then you can't buy them. So okay, it's getting a little laggy. If I didn't have like the one with the logic, then that means I couldn't get them. So if I got some bomb shoes and I ran out, that's it. I'd have to hope I find some more in a chest compared to being able to buy them in the shop, which I will take the hit on that and like, let me just get it from the shop because I don't want to deal with running out of bomb shoes. It's already happened. Like I got lucky and I've only had to go to the shop to get bomb shoes. I think maybe once or twice during this run. Everything else, every time I've almost run out, the game's been fortunate in giving me some bomb shoes. Okay. Hey, I'm getting these keys. I should be fine, almost. To be honest, I feel like I'm gonna be fine in this dungeon. Like, I feel I've gotten a good amount of keys. I shouldn't like feel bad of running out at the moment, but I'm still scared. I do not have the long shot. I really have to hope the long shot is actually in this dungeon vanilla. Here's that. I remember my last seed. Like right here stopped me. I didn't have the bow. Because I don't have the long shot, I can't do what needs to be done over here. So we'll get on into this room right over here. You know, things I was actually considering recording this a few days ago because my voice was managed to be even deeper. I had like, I legit could do the Darth Vader voice with like no issues. Like I hit a pretty mean James Earl Jones the other day. But my throat was hurting too much to do that. I was like, nah. That door. Oh man, I wonder if wait, maybe on that thing on the second floor, maybe the they knew. They're like, some player may get the hover boots and try and get across. Well, it's like let's make it just long enough where you just can't get it. Dang it. Oh. That's it. I'm taking these boots off. Much better. All right, here we go. Oh, there we Yeah. I was watching Majora's Mask randomizer run the other day. So I really want to. I really hope that game gets like running like this game does. I still have issues getting the Majora's Mask one running, but it's like, and that won't be really. That one seems really cool, but that one also is much harder than the Ocarina of Time one. Because if you get like a bad start item, it's like, what are you gonna do? You're really halted in a lot of ways in that game. I'm sure this was a puzzle they were proud of. They were like, all right, so you're gonna move around in this room and you're gonna use the water levels to rise. You're gonna do this, and it's like, all right, well, time to lose this thing. I always thought like putting this light like here is so devious. It's like, of course, put him right here. Put him right below the hook shot point. Give him my magic. My magic. Here we go. The best part in this game. This was the sickest part for me when I first played this game. It's like, oh shit, we're going back to Zelda 2 again. Got Dark Link again. It's cool. Now, I could cheese this fight, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna fight it the regular way. By regular, I mean I'm just gonna spam this button because I just know my health is gonna catch me. If you don't know the cheese way, use the Megaton Hammer, and it gets through this battle much easier. Might I say this battle stinks on 3 hearts. Like, had I gotten to this point in my original run, because exactly where my YouTube, like before my laptop got stolen, the last like thing I'd recorded was me getting to the entrance of the water temple. And I remember my 3DS run, this fight took me a while because I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna cheese it. I accepted doing a 3 heart on this mode. I'm gonna do it on a 3DS version. So I took it up, and it was hard. Actually getting beat. Well, I know one of my friends is like, come on, John. You can do better than that. was getting sick of that. Alright, so where were we? In other rooms. That was always the coolest effect to me too. It's just like how like that fog goes away and it makes it like, oh, you're just in a regular room like this. I thought it was like a whole different area. See, it didn't take much to impress me as a kid. Just stuff like that I thought was cool looking back. Ugh. Oh, this is not good. This is okay. Cracked wall chest. I got that. Ooh. I gotta find this long shot, but even then, it's like I can't beat the dungeon. I don't have that boss key. Which kind of stinks. You can make it, Link. I believe in you. Oh no. This is the worst time for my antivirus thing to start going. No. God dang it. I don't. There, I'll just restart. But to make this easier, I'll use this. Give me more time. All right. All right, let's try this again. Let's not mess up, though. Let me not go directly into the geyser. You know what? I'm going right back in the geyser again. You know what I usually do is I just turn the iron boots on and walk through it, which maybe I should just do that. When I get to that point where he starts getting rough, I might just do that. Yeah, screw it. I'm just going to do that. It'll make it easier. This is usually how I do it too. I just usually just turn these on and then walk. But usually also I have the tunic. Come on, Link, you can make it. I believe in you. And screw, I'm going back. No, I can't really be stuck. Oh boy. This is the doozy. Okay. Stop right here. Yeah, it sucks. Is once you're in, you are in. Hey, oh shit, come on, Mike. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, that's garbage. Come on, let you do it. Oh. Oh. How's it that Link can't crawl up this thing? What's the hitbox on this thing? Yeah, I'm gonna get back up. I'll start getting up. I'm gonna turn the boots off. But that'll help. Oh, it did help. The boots actually screwed me over. Ooh, I'll take that fairy. Oh. This sucks. What kind of chest can I get right now? I'm really thinking right now. I can't recall what other one. I know there's that one on the second floor, but I need the long shot. Now the only thing is I could also possibly use the hover boots and see if maybe that'll get me across. But I am not too sure. But also there's that stuff in this room too. Yeah, I have a compass now so I can see the map. Okay, so first floor, there's that room there that I haven't accessed yet. Second floor, yep, there's that little room that I need to get to. And then the boss, so let's see what I can do from here. I think that's going to require me to bring this water down. Let's go do that. This is still a really satisfying sound, like the iron boots. Okay, it's down. Oh, yeah. Forgot. I have to go back down and then. I went in that room. Okay, now what room was it that I missed in here? There's this room, but I need that god dang long shot. Now, depending on how things go on this next part, I know I said I was only going to save it for emergencies, but I may consult the cheat sheet I have, which I've not looked at a single time this entire playthrough. I have saved it only for when I need it. Now, I don't know if next I should go straight into Shadow, go into Spirit, and check, but I'm gonna see. If in the end it's that, okay, I'm gonna actually have to go check it out, I will. So I'm gonna think about that after this part. I'm gonna have a long and hard thought about what direction I go in. Whether I use the cheat sheet and look for where the long shot is, or hold on to it and just not use it. So when that part comes, I'll get to that. I'm gonna take this thing right here. I'm gonna see if maybe having the hover boots will let me get through it. Your save may not even be fast enough. Yo, just in the nick of time. Okay, that was good. But the fact still remains that I've got some stuff left. Now I have to go back out and I think do it again. This controller. I'm still pretty happy this worked, because I was almost like, oh please, please give me something at least. Dang, you have to be on it too. But I know the issue is I need that running start. Okay, let me try this again. Now that my coughing fit has ended. Oh, even better. Worked even better this time. Oh man, that sucks. And almost there. Really, at this moment, there is nothing I can do because I need the long shot. The long shot is really all that's keeping me away from this stuff. So if you if you look to, well, actually, let me just switch the screen real quick. So here's the water temple. This is with the blue tunic on, but okay. So this is what I've done so far. Everything I've gotten at this moment, I've gotten and able to get with no issues. I see boss key chest is the last chest in the dungeon. I need the long shot. There's no way to get past it. So at this point in time, I have to leave Water Temple. There's nothing I can do at this point. I have to just go and find the long shot. But also going back to the map, sorry, I still have Shadow. I still need to do Shadow Temple. What do I need for shot? Is it really just bombs? What item is it that is required for? Is it? I need to do Shadow, and I need to do Spirit. So I don't know. We'll see when that time comes. I really don't know what to say right now. It kind of stinks that I can't beat the dungeon, because I'm right there. At this point, the dungeon is done. Like there's really like nothing left except going to get the boss key in that room and then fighting Morpha. That's it. I pretty much beat the water temple with not too many issues, and it stinks that I have to leave right at the end. So unfortunately, the water temple did not have the long shot, and it kind of sucks. I feel like no progress is made. I gained nothing in this part except a heart piece, and that you heard me being sick. So, and I do it, but I'm going to call it right here. I'm going to call the part. This is as good a time as any to cut it. So next time when I return, I'm going to make the decision whether I look up where the long shot is. And I'm going to either head to Shadow Temple or Spirit. Or possibly Gerudo Fortress, so who knows. So that's going to be it from me here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this part. Next time I'm going to be not as sick, not coughing. So that should be good. So until next time, I'm John, and I will see you later. Bye.